Hey YouTube, it's Wayne. I need your help. I'm doing this video because I want to be extremely transparent with all of you who are my loyal subscribers and friends and people that I communicate with on a regular basis. You know me. You know that I try to be as positive as what I possibly can every single time that I interact with people. You know that I have, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I cater more towards the do-it-yourself techniques and ways to save money, ways to grow gardens, trial and error processes. I have a niche that I'm exploring in the aquaponics world, um, and I have a heart to change the world, and that's really what my goal was when I started this channel. Was that I named it A World for Change because I wanted to be a driving force in making a difference on the planet. Excuse me, in whatever way that was. And as I continued to try to find things to do videos about, it became apparent that the only thing I could afford to do videos on was gardening videos and things that I, had that were laying around the house. And because of doing videos like that, I feel that I'm getting away from the world for change, or the change that I'm trying to drive in our planet and in our society. And I feel like I'm missing the mark with uh, the intent that I had for A World for Change. So what brings me to this video is I'm at a crossroads and I need some advice on what direction to take. Here's the crossroads. Every dang time I log in to YouTube, it asks me, do you want to change your YouTube username to my Google Plus username, which is, as you can see on the screen, Wayne Metter, or do you want to create a Google Plus page for A World for Change? And I'm I'm torn because I don't know what to do. And let me lay it out for you. And I really do want to serve the greater purpose for all of us and the planet and for you. So I have a follower base, or over 900 people on my Google Plus page under my name, Wayne Metter. That over 900 people follow me there. And on YouTube, I believe I'm at 395 subscribers, which is not that great of a number, but gosh, I never expected to be there at this point. I mean, I'm just doing these videos to try to help people, and if you find it informative, then great. So my challenge is if I make my YouTube username be my real name, Wayne Metter, and I sync it with my Google Plus page, which I'm going to have to sync it with a Google Plus page at some point. The question is, do I do it under Wayne Metter, or do I make a YouTube page or a Google Plus page be A World for Change to sync with the YouTube account? So what do I do? Here's what I'm leaning towards, because I feel that I have gotten away from what I really wanted to be the A World for Change and a worldforchange.com to be. I'm leaning towards changing my YouTube username to and syncing it with my Google Plus page that I currently have active, which is Wayne Metter. And if that happens, it should free up the YouTube username again for A World for Change. And I also own that URL, aworldforchange.com. And here, let me tell you what I envision A World for Change being in the future. I envision it being a driving force of like minds and people that have a good heart, regardless of race, regardless of geography, religion, etc., that are all pushing towards a I don't know if you'd call it a revolution or an awakening of individuals, and are really working towards pushing the message out to affect as many people as possible. And I look at it as being more of a website that is a set of tools where it may include a forum, it may include a question and answer section. It may include a worldforchange.tv, maybe a web TV show where or maybe I'm not even the right person for this, but where I or others will be able to do interviews and interview people who are at the peak or are considered authorities in their industry, whether that's carpentry, building earthen homes, it may be gardening, it may be aquaponics, it may be missionary work, food supply, distribution, prepping, whatever industry that can help to drive a positive change in their general industry, maybe having very seemingly professionally produced segments that are focused on those types of things, and then having a website that's built around that TV show. If I'm going for that level of professionalism and that type of a message to bring to the planet and the world, then why would I want to associate all of my gardening videos and things that I have already done at this point with a world for change? And what I envision the world for change being is maybe a once a month TV episode, if you will. And so if I go with my Google Plus name, which is Wayne Metter, my real name, and I associate my YouTube channel, and it's all combined now I have branded videos on my YouTube channel currently that all are branded with a world for change. So what do I do with that? I'm looking for advice here, guys and gals, and I know there's a lot of bright minds in the people that I have subscribed to me. I don't want to let anybody down in the fact that I would be getting away from a world for change. I really don't envision that at all. I envision if I make my channel be my real name, it also means I don't have to spend as much time in my own mind. In the back of my mind, I think I don't have to spend as much time making the videos look quite as professional because it's not associated with the world for change. It's just me doing what I do, kind of like micro vlogging, if you will. A video here and there about some updates that I have and reaching out for advice or sharing information. And maybe I can even shoot some video from my Android phone and say, hey, look, here's something that I'm working with an aquaponics tower system. I think it'll work this way, but what's your knowledge on the fact? And you can weigh in on it that way without me having to spend time and effort and without taking time out of my day to have to produce and edit and bring everything together. Now, I think that some of my videos will have the editing and it will be very professional anyway. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just at a point where I think, what can I do, and how can I make this be a channel that's a better tool for everybody involved? And how can I not feel like I've wasted a lot of time with building the YouTube channel that I have and the subscriber base? Guys, I value you all so much. You have no idea. You're like my family, and I truly and honestly believe that just with what we have cohesively together, that we're making a difference in the world. But how can I amplify all of my efforts, and how can we collectively amplify our efforts. And part of that all comes back to how am I going to associate my YouTube channel with Google Plus? And there's a lot of value to integrating Google Plus with a YouTube channel, and it gives you more insight into subscriber bases. YouTube values your videos more if it's synced correctly. It's easier to share, etc., etc. So I'm looking for advice. I'm looking for help. And I said I wasn't going to make this a long video in my mind, but it looks like I've already drug it out quite a bit. Please comment below, shoot me a private message, tell me your real thoughts. Don't just candy coat it. Don't just tell me that you think I have a good idea, because I don't know. So that's what I have for now. I hope that you'll take this for what it is, and I hope that you'll at least be very sincere with me in your answers, because I think that 2 heads are better than 1, and 395 heads are better than 1, or better than 2, and so on. So please let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. God bless. Please subscribe, follow me on my Google Plus page, and hopefully together we can collectively make an effort and an attempt at changing the world. God bless.